Okay, so I just got back from going out, and someone messaged me while I was out having food, funnily enough, that a new TARDIS redesign, or tidy up would be the operative word, has been leaked. Who this has been leaked by, I'm not sure, but this is confirmed. I've literally got an image of it. There's no ifs, maybes, or buts with this. A new sort of tidy up for the TARDIS has been revealed, basically. Now, this would align with what we've been saying in previous rumours, that in Series 12, 13's TARDIS was going to be receiving a sort of tidy up, which is what can be seen in this image right here. Now, as you can see, the basic console is exactly the same. I can't really make out any changes on the main console itself, but where the changes really start to become apparent are in the column pieces. As you can see, whereas before they used to be just plain metal bits, I believe, they have now been transformed with blue LEDs. But perhaps the most significant change in this redesign is the addition of TARDIS stairs and walkways. Obviously, this was something that was sorely lacking in the original design, and while I still think that this is the worst TARDIS design that we've ever received from Doctor Who, I would still say that this is an improvement over the one shown in Series 11. Everything looks a bit more colourful and vibrant. Again, I would have liked them to do more, but with this limited amount of time that they had, I can see why this is what we've got. I don't know whether these were there before, but also, as you can see in near the bottom of the column, there's a blue light bit, which I don't remember being there. Again, someone could quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. They could have appeared before. But yeah, I think it's good that we've got some walkways. It just adds the extra level of dimension to the TARDIS, I think. It adds the feeling of it being an actual living space rather than just a spaceship. Of course, I would have liked them to see more. As I said, I'd have liked the TARDIS console itself to have been rearranged a little bit. Maybe have a bit more brightness on it, because as it stands, you can't really make out too many individual buttons on it. Every button just kind of looks the same, which I think is a shame, because clearly a lot of work does go into designing these things. I just think with the way it was lit in Series 11, particularly the earlier stories, a lot of the design work went missing because of how dark it was lit. You couldn't see a lot of it because it was so dark. So that seems to be something that they're trying to rectify with this sort of mini redesign that we've got going on, obviously with the blue LEDs being added and the whole room in general just looking a bit brighter. The columns and the central column, the time rotor itself, looks a bit brighter as well. But yeah, that's about it for this redesign. Unfortunately, the sort of tire looking things are still on the walls, which I'm not a fan of. And I don't know whether this was there before, again, could be wrong, but I don't remember there being a giant column thing at the top of the TARDIS. Again, I have only looked at images of the Series 11 TARDIS, so I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing that there. And the little sort of roof panel that they've got going on at the top with the sort of blue roundels up there. Also, the floor looks to be a bit darker. I mean, I don't know whether that's just because this has just been taken on a phone and none of the editing that takes place is obviously here. This is just the set as it is. The floor patterning itself looks slightly different to me. I don't know whether it is, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, overall I'd say it's certainly better than what we had, but still not enough for it to really save the design, in my opinion. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait and see. I do like the fact that they've added walkways and corridors, though. That was one of my big complaints with the original design, was How is it supposed to be somewhere that the Doctor's gonna live when all it has is a console room with no visible doors leading to anywhere else? Obviously, in most TARDISes since the revival, we've at least had visible other areas. Obviously, with Eccleston and Tennant, there wasn't as many, but there was even that little sort of ladder thing that Jackie Tyler sits on in Army of Ghosts. Obviously, 11's first one was just filled with stairs. Same with 11's second one, and Capaldi's one, to be fair. And there were lots of doors in that one. And in Smith's, there were lots of walkways. And I really like seeing them because it just adds a feeling of homeliness to the TARDIS that I feel like this one was lacking, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. I don't think this is enough to save the design. It's still my least favourite. But I will say, you know, to be positive for a change, it is an improvement over the original. I think it looks brighter. I think the lights on the columns are a nice addition. I think the stairs and the walkways are a nice addition. Yeah, this is interesting. And not to toot my own horn, but when I talked about these earlier rumours, one of the things that was rumoured was a tidy up of the TARDIS for Series 12. So it's interesting how all the pieces that were set out are just slowly falling into place. I'd just like to apologise for the lateness of the paid reviews. I'm probably not going to do paid reviews again. Obviously, I will do the ones that you guys paid me for, because obviously, if I didn't, I'd kind of feel bad about that. I feel like you guys would be too. And of course, I want to do more reviews, but I feel like doing paid reviews, it kind of adds an extra level of pressure that I just don't have the time to deal with. I've got a lot of other stuff going on, so adding that to my workload probably wasn't one of my best ideas, but it was a live stream, so I just went with it. But what I'll do now is, when you send a super chat and request a video, you can request one, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do it. Or at least, I won't give myself a deadline to do it. It'll get around to it eventually, but I won't go, right, it'll be out this date, because chances are I'm not going to know what's going to happen the next week, so I'm not going to stick to a certain date when I don't know what's going to be happening the next time. So I do apologise for the lateness. I'm currently working on the Davros section of the video that I'm going to be releasing with all the reviews in it. I'm sorry for the delay, I really am, but, you know, life just gets in the way sometimes, and that's the best way I can put it. But if you enjoyed this video, and you'd like to see more like it, don't forget to give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, let's see if we can get 50 likes on this video, comment down below what you think of this redesign, and I will see you